Guys, what's up? It's Joe. Fucking coffee, all the good stuff. Yep. Oh yeah, got a thumbnail picture. Alright, got a quick video for you guys. Nothing major, but it's something that I guess I started doing to help me save some time, and like I wish I would have done this a long time ago. Alright, so this is one of the pause projects, one like the 3080 Ti that came out a while ago. So for the most part, when I do like color correcting, I always add like an adjustment layer, right? And then on Lumetri scopes, I add like a little bit of sharpening, like vibrance, and just a little bit of a faded film look. It's just so the blacks will not be as harsh, right? That's basically the reason why I add a little bit of a faded look. Sometimes a bit of a vignette, just cause. But for the most part, that's kind of like towards the end, right? Like that's kind of like just add like a little extra to like the video. But when it comes to color correcting, I usually select the individual clip itself. And then inside of Lumetri, I click on the source file. And then inside the source file, basically I do the edit color correction, right? Like I adjust I use the basic correction to like, adjust the exposure, the color temperature, add some contrast and other good stuff, right? I color correct the main source of the video itself instead of like the individual clip that's inside of Premiere Pro, which saves a lot of time, right? Now, when I'm working with pause video, he has like the main area role, right? Which is basically what we're seeing here with this when he's speaking towards the camera. That is usually one long clip, right? That is usually not a problem. I can select this guy and then I just select the source. And as you can see, I do my color correcting in that manner, right? By color correcting the source, it color corrects the main image. But the thing is with B-roll, as you can see here, there are a bunch of like little individual clips, right? At first, I used to like select each one of these, right? Say I select that guy, I go to the source, do the adjustment, then I go to the next one, select that, again I go to the source, and then I do that. And that took a long time, right? But recently I started like messing around with this one method that the results are good and it saves me a lot of time, right? And this is what I do. Now keep this in mind, for the most part, pause like B-roll. This is like the main B-roll up here. They're all from like the same position, right? It's on his desk, you see the same background. So like the camera doesn't move that much when he does his B-roll. So that means there's the same light source, the same background image, everything is consistent, right? So basically going to each individual clip and then adding his own individual values is not very necessary because they're all sharing the same like film location, right? So like the color information should be very similar. So what I started doing was basically, once I dropped in all my B-roll footage right here, right? I'm just using this section here as an example. So basically all this guys right here, this is B-roll, right? There's some more B-roll here in the middle, but I'm just showing this area. As you see, there's a bunch of little individual clips. Now, like the longer the project, obviously there's more B-roll, right? But I'm just showing you this for this specific project. Trying to expand that a bit. So what I do is basically, in this case, since all these like B-roll clips are sharing the same like color information, right? What I do is basically say I find a clip that I feel kind of like represents the overall color information available that all these clips share in common, right? So in this case, say like this B-roll shot right here, right? I have a good like shot of like the products. You have the background, it's lit perfectly, so on and so forth, right? So what I do is basically I select it, and since I'm using Lumetri color, this is what I'm using, but whatever editing software you're using, I'm sure you can do the same method, right? Now, I'm using a preset, which I'm gonna clear. So we select it, and basically using Lumetri scopes, so start making like my color adjustments, right? Like say, I don't know, I'm just gonna increase this a bit more. Do say my adjustments, keep it on 9, do my color correction, do whatever. I'm just gonna bullshit this really quickly just to keep the video short, but let's see, I add a good amount of contrast, make this more blue, just to make it look cool, right? So I'm like, all right, that looks awesome, right? I'm happy. Now what I can do is basically, I'm able to save a preset with what I just did here in Lumetri color. There's a pull down menu up here. I go here, save preset, right? I can just give this a name, be like, I don't know, tutorial color correction, right? CC preset, whatever. Preset, hit OK. Now if we go to the effects window, and we go to the preset area, there it is, right? Tutorial CC preset. Now that's important. Now here's why. Now just to keep it simple, I'm gonna reset everything here. Boom. We already created a preset, so we don't want to make sure we don't add more information, more color correction to what's been color corrected. So in this case, I resetted it back to its original state. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. I'm gonna select all my B-roll, And then in the effects, I'm able to like click and drag the color corrected preset that we just created. And boom, we just color corrected all the B-roll by using a preset, right? And like I said, since all of these clips are sharing the same like environment when they're being filmed, there's really not that much point to basically color correct each individual area, right? Since they're all basically being filmed from the same location, the camera is being the same, the white balance is the same, you know, the contrast or whatever, it's all the same, right? Because they're all being filmed in the same location, right? So basically, they can all share the same like color corrected information, right? So now all of these guys are color corrected by using the same preset we did, and for the most part, I think it looks good, right? I did this method for a couple of videos, and like it looks good. You know, I haven't had any complaints from Paul. Also, like I said, the results I think are pretty badass, right? Now there may be some clips where like, you know, if they're too dark, right, then you're able to like just select it and you already have like a head start, right? You're able to maybe, I don't know, just say you want to reduce like the contrast a bit or something like that, or maybe reduce the exposure if you want on an individual clip. But for the most part, you don't have to mess around with like the temperature or whatever. It's because it's already there. It's already gives you a head start, right? So you can do very minor color correcting, right? So yeah, that's basically what I started doing. Is basically, since these B-roll clips right here, they're all being filmed in the same environment, same location, the same white balance values, the same room temperature values or whatever. There's really not much point for me to like color correct each individual, right? By color correcting one of these B-roll clips, save that as a preset, then, you know, basically apply that preset to all my B-roll. It saves me a lot of time, right? And it looks good. So that's something that I started doing, and like maybe you guys can start doing yourself as well to help you save some time, right? So anyways, that's it. If the video helped you out, I'll put some links on the screen here for like my Venmo or my PayPal if you guys want to hook it up with a coffee. I really would appreciate that, you know. If you guys can't, it's no big deal, you know. I'm still gonna make these videos because I do enjoy sharing what I know and other good stuff. But yeah, definitely, you know, leave a like, subscribe, leave me a comment if there's anything in particular you want to learn. Maybe I can look into it and like make a video on. So yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope this helps. Take care and peace. Bye.